eliminate the need, and create pathways towards success.
I'm here to tell you that we are not animals. We are human. We need your help.
For decades, Baltimore City's debated ways to address squeegee workers. Now, there's a plan being put into action.
The Baltimore I and so many of us envision is a Baltimore where no one has to be in the street intersections asking for money.
All this comes as a recent court case puts a spotlight on the issue. Last week, a judge ruled the teenage squeegee worker accused of killing a bat-wielding man in downtown Baltimore be tried as an adult.
We are not celebrating. We believe that that was the right thing to do, but there are no winners in this case.
But he just felt like that this boy was not amenable to whatever treatment modalities were available in the juvenile court. So
this morning, we sit down with members of Mayor Scott's Squeegee Collaborative, the conversations that led to this plan's creation and what's yet to come. And hello, everyone. I'm Jason Newton. Welcome to 11 TV Hill. This issue may not be new, but the solutions are. Baltimore has a roadmap for how it wants to transition squeegee workers off the corners and into the city's workforce. Under the mayor's plan, 100 squeegee workers could earn $250 a month for up to a year to not squeegee car windows. But this is not without effort. They must enroll in training. They must go back to school or find other employment. There'll be designated zones for squeegee workers monitored by police, but in the city's busiest intersections, squeegeeing will be banned. Joining us now from the Squeegee Collaborative, co-chair of the collaborative, Deputy Mayor Faith Leach, also Downtown Partnership of Baltimore President Shalonda Stokes, and T. Rowe Price Foundation President John Brothers. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This has been a long time coming. Everyone was waiting for the results when they came out. My curiosity is, in the room when this is going on, what was the mood like? Because I think everyone came in with a different experience.
Right.
Yeah, so I would say that when we started off the Squeegee Collaborative, the mayor told us we were going to have some difficult conversations. And one of the first things that I said to the collaborative is this is going to tell us a lot about ourselves, and it's going to tell us a lot about the city. And so over the course of those 4 months, we really got to know not only each other, but we really got to know all of the strengths in our city and all of the challenges that so many different people are navigating in our city. We heard directly from squeegee workers about some of the challenges that they face day in and day out. We heard from business leaders about the challenges that they face, managing their businesses in downtown post-COVID. And so it was bringing all of those perspectives together that allowed us to develop what we believe is the most thoughtful, comprehensive plan that this city has seen around this issue.
Is there anything misunderstood about this issue as people sort of look at the plan? Because I think the opinions are wide-ranging.
Yes.
Tell me about it, because you spoke to squeegee workers, you spoke to citizens as well.
Right. I think that part of what is the challenge is when people try to pull out one part and maybe not understand it in its fullness. Right. And so this plan is designed collaboratively with all of these ideas, but it also have all of these touch points that need to happen in order for it to be effective. It needs to be a balance of what we're doing on the service space side along with what's happening on the enforcement and the governance, and almost like a three-legged stool. We need all of those to work together. And I think the sort of misnomer for some is where somebody's maybe pulled out one idea that they didn't understand fully and kind of ran with that.
Sure. I think one idea that people are wrestling with, as I get emails, is about eradication. Some people say, hey, look, if you look in the books, it says it's illegal. Why not start with just getting them off the corner, and then you can do all the help that you want to do downrange? Why does that seem impossible?
Well, first, I think the two things that we were trying to manage against, one is that we wanted this plan to be constitutional, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have, if you sit at the Thanksgiving table and you say the word squeegee, you're going to have a lot of different opinions on squeegee, right? And so it's those two kind of forces to be able to pull together a plan that has a history of real challenge, but also a challenge in terms of getting results on this. And so what we tried to do is pull those two forces together and come up with a plan. You can't say squeegee, let's just get them off the streets. You can't do that constitutionally, right? Okay. But also, these young people, as we got to learn from them, they don't want a squeegee either, right? And so as they invested in discussion on the plan, we tried to, one, come up with a really good service mix to be able to provide services to them with an enforcement plan. Mind you, any squeegee plan prior had never really had an enforcement plan. And so adding this enforcement plan, which has several tiers to it, to pull that together in a really comprehensive way with those forces is ultimately the success here, right? We were able to kind of bring a lot of voices with a lot of opinions, with those two dynamics together, pull them together to create a plan that we think is going to be really successful.
We heard outgoing Governor Hogan describe the payments. There's a payment plan, I'll get you to talk about it a little bit, as a handout. And I'm curious if you see it the same way, and for people, describe to them this $250, because it isn't just you roll up and you hand out a check from how it reads at least.
Right. So I think that was one of the areas of the plan that was the most kind of mischaracterized. And so what this is a training opportunity. It is a training program. It is a popular and very successful workforce model that's called Earn and Learn. And so it's very similar to an internship or an apprenticeship where you are getting that on-the-job, hands-on training, but you're getting paid while you participate in that training. And so this is far from a handout. This is actually ensuring that our young people have the training that they need to succeed along a career pathway. So it's the exact opposite of that. You actually have to work or go through training in order to receive any payment as a part of the program.